JD, I have one question for you.
So
So JD, suppose when we added someone to our SOT, so are we also start following them? It is happening from the back database side, right?
right.
Uh, so like John was saying, sending me one a problem. So like when someone followed him, he did not receive following notification. No, someone added him in SOT, he did not receive following notification. So that is not happening from the backend side. No?
Well, you should get the SOT notification. Be like,
Oh,
well, you.
SOT notification. Yes, he received the SOT notification, but not the following notification. So that is the correct behavior, no?
I only feel like you should be getting one. I mean, we can probably update it from the. We can have the database return if it's a new follow, but I don't feel like it's necessary to send two notifications at once.
We will discuss with him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi all. Good morning once again.
Morning. Let's go ahead and get started. You got my message?
Yes, yes, I got a message and I work on that part also. So regarding this SOT notification, right? SOT, someone added you SOT, you got SOT notification, not the following notification, right?
Right.
So like backend is not sending a following notification. So I just discussed with Jerry also.
Mm-hmm.
So we are only sending SOT notification when someone added you. It
Mm-hmm.
is happening from the database side to added you in the following list. So what you
That's
want in
something.
that?
Well,
Yeah.
that's something we did deliberately, or
So
it's just a like a
Yeah, it's deliberate because I mean you're getting a notification,
mm,
and right now there's the assumption that um, it's tightly knit that you have to be following somebody to put them in your SOT. So if you're not following somebody, you put them in your circle of trust, you start following them. And the same goes on the inverse, is that if you're following somebody in your SOT and you unfollow that person, they get removed from your SOT.
Yeah. Okay. So it's something we did intentionally to not do the two notifications on it.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I'll change the wording then, because like it doesn't tell me I should follow the person back.
Mhm.
So maybe we could have two, because maybe I'm already following them, maybe we're already friends, and we would just show this the one we've been showing. But if I'm not following them, I think I should have a different one that's similar, but it says something like "follow them back and you become friends." So,
Okay.
yeah, let me look at the wording, and
Mhm.
I'll let you know on it.
Okay. And so apart from that, I also work on this user online inside the messages things. So that is almost completed. So yeah. So what I did, Jerry. So I'm fetching, but I have one problem here, Jerry. Since we are returning users online inside member details of group.
Wait, what's that?
So like someone is online or not inside the chat messages, chat user,
Hmm.
that green dot. So inside the app side. So I am using from the database table, but I'm returning a properties inside member details, group member details. But this is since we are caching into data loader, so like I don't think it will be the good behavior to return there.
And
What do you think?
what are we trying to do here?
So like there are 10 members inside a group, and
Okay.
we can see if someone is online, we can see green dot there, like online indicator.
Huh?
He is online, there is online indicator.
Okay.
So that part I was working it, and I'm trying to return inside the group member details itself. User is online or not.
We should use Redis.
Mm,
Redis is usually good for that high volume on off stuff.
mm,
So if we had like a Redis key for online user keys
mm.
and we just map that across every time we fetched, that shouldn't be strenuous.
So like we are saying, whenever user come online, we will map into the Redis to them, right?
Yeah, we'll have like online user keys.
Mm. Yep. Okay, got it. So that we will read it from there and I'll attach it there.
Hmm.
So yep, that I will create PR so you can review it. Okay, I will create it. And third thing, John, you can test it on grouping of the birthday notification.
Ungrouping on what? Oh,
Birthday
the
notification.
birthday. Okay,
Yeah.
good. You ungrouped those.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So we were not grouping it also, but like somehow I see since it's sending from the system and from user key should be there always might be. That's why it's grouping it. So yeah, we fix it. I added some random things there, random number, so it will always ungroup it.
Okay. Thank
Mm.
you. I'll have to. I'm not sure how to test it. I guess can test it in QA.
It is on QA currently only. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll test it there. I'll change some birthdays and see
Okay.
if it works.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's on the side.
That's it. Okay. Thank you, Amit. All right. Jerry, let's get your update, please.
Yeah. Let me go to this tab, share this. Yeah, so I know it's been long overdue, had a lot of stuff, but we're making progress on updating the reports. So Friday I had to like rebuild my PHP environment because the when I updated IPC, it just like broke all my dependencies that I had for PHP. So I had to build that back up, and that's why there were a couple reports that were sent out that were really messed up because it was like having issues connecting to the database, but I got it all going. Right now, I added this. I made a couple changes. Let me see. Let me refresh this. Takes a couple seconds. Okay, so we have um, invite group, invite views, campaign group. Oh wait, campaign group. there should be another column somewhere for campaign user. So we're going to have the invite views, campaign group, invite views, and campaign user will be in between here. And what that will do is that will say how many invites came in from like a user sharing their campaign link, how many of them came in from those tied to a group. I'll probably add that group information in the invitee column here. So for date invitee, you'll have like group key. I can also actually just change just like the name, the group name, or the group key.
Let's more look at this. Let's do a work session maybe after stand up and go through the possibilities.
Okay,
And,
got it.
and how because just in a refresher just to get up to speed again on. We were going to change some of the titles too, I believe.
Yeah, you wanted me to change the campaign to non-campaign to invite clicks instead of views.
Okay.
So yeah, we did it as clicks.
Right.
But
Because
yeah,
it's not just a view.
correct.
It's a click. Okay, cool. Okay.
So
This is looking good. So if it was is it up to you to make it live, like it's pretty much ready to go, or are you still working on?
oh no, I'm still working on it because I want for the invite clicks.
Mhm.
Let me share my database tab now. So in the database, there's this stuff like invite type now. So we can see where they came in from. So invite non-campaign invite button. So it's like invite button, check-in tag. Why did it glitch out? Why is it glitching? And this happens every time I share it.
Huh.
Every time I share it, it wants to, yeah, it just completely bugged out on me. Cool.
Interesting.
Okay, so yeah, I was working on that. Now everything just bugged out on me.
Okay.
I can't even. Wow. Okay, my monitor's frozen. But
Um,
okay, let me just work off of one screen now. We had a big production backend update Friday. Pushed out a lot of the stuff I've been pending. You can like lock topics now. Like I said, you can lock them, but the thing is that it doesn't like have feedback to the user that it's locked.
mhm.
So I would have to work with the front end to implement like the actual visual feedback that actions are not permitted.
I see. Okay. So it's
So
still a little bit of work in progress.
yeah, a little bit of work in progress. It kind of it works in the end, but like the end result is like users can't send messages, but it will be very confusing to the user until we get some visual feedback on there.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, there are some things on the chat admin as well that you wanted me to look in like the line breaks and all. Yeah, I figured out line breaks. That was just something with tailwinds, not telling the UI to like insert the line break. I know it kind of sounds silly, but it was like ignoring a line break. I had to add that back in.
Okay.
And
Yeah, it seems to still work during the editing process,
Mhm.
just not the previewing.
And there was a second issue where it actually was updating it, but the problem is that it wasn't telling the backend to clear the cache because we have the topics cache from the data loader.
Um,
So that's why it wasn't viewing is updated after you had saved it, even though it actually was saved.
it was saved and update. Okay.
Yeah, we just had to clear it out of the cache.
So that's resolved now, right?
Yep. There's a couple other things that were sent to me, as like removing users and stuff. There were some hitches on that, so I'll check on that today. Um, Lastly, I know Ari had me send out some messages for the butcher's brunch Friday, so those were pretty good. Let me actually run a quick number in Twilio and see how many people responded to it.
Yeah, it
Uh,
sounded like it was a lot because he was really happy and
oh, sweet. Okay, so well, they had a good turnout.
yeah, I don't know but for sure the turnout, but I know a lot of people RSVP'd and made reservations, so I'm assuming yes. So I'll find out today.
Nice. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to bring up on that is I was noticing when people were getting it, they were going into the chat and then they were typing going or RSVP.
Yeah.
I kind of like I threw this out in development chat. You know, if you just type going or RSVP in a group that's a topic, we could
Mhm.
just totally have it like RSVP from the back end.
We could. I feel like it should say something if we do it.
We can send out a push. We can
Yeah.
send a push to that user and be like, "Oh, we got you. You're on the list."
Yeah. I think about how to make it more clear. Is the link isn't they're not taking them to the event? Is it just taking them to the main chat?
Yeah, take them to the main chat because it's an external facing link. I, because for some of these users, they don't have the app. It was causing, we were getting users to sign up
Mhm.
to RSVP. And you do that, there's like no link that brings you into the topic.
Okay, so if they don't have the app, how are they RSVPing?
They download the app.
Yeah, but when they download it, we're not tracking them through to send them to the topic. I
Correct.
guess it won't open the topic for them.
Right. We can get them to the chat, but like they see the chat
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
I wonder if you know how we can get the place
Mm-hmm.
in onboarding. What if we could get the topic? Is it possible?
Mm-hmm. That is a tough one.
That would be tough, and I don't know if it would make any sense. Yeah. Did we fix it, by the way, to have the place work? I think there was a defect where that streamlined onboarding where the business.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
that's working. Let me I can check some session replays and double check and make sure.
okay.
Um so
So I guess they have to go to the main chat, but maybe a modal there, depending on. I mean, we know that they came through the link, right? Because they hit the landing page.
yeah, we know they came from the landing page.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Maybe let me think about it. I was just thinking maybe they mark themselves going on the landing page.
Hmm.
Then
But
I
then
don't.
that get them in the app.
I know. I don't want to disincentivize them to get the app. So.
And you would get like people, oh, I checked the box. They just figured I was on the list.
Yep. 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 I have to think about that a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, we could do a light version, perhaps. Like we could authenticate from that landing page.
Good.
We won't have the name
Right.
field.
Accomplished what we were
Yeah. All right.
here.
Yeah, it's not really ideal that way. So, how many people were just typing going instead of actually marking themselves going?
Let me go to chat.
It was not a significant amount, right? Like maybe not even 1 in 10.
Let me go to this was 916 events. And then we're gonna go to well, a lot of people were like saying RSVP for two, RSVP.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, then again, I don't. Hmm. Yeah, see, a lot of people were doing like RSVP table for two, table for three. So,
Right. Right. All right. Let me take a look at it. See what we can do to improve that.
mhm.
Okay. What else you got going on?
Yeah, I think I kind of talked over the report and a couple little hiccups on the admin UI. Oh yeah, for the SMS, I just want to say that the blast that we sent out this weekend cost about How much did it cost? 150, 240. It cost about $350, between 350 to 400, rough math.
This was for the brunch.
Yeah.
Why so much?
We sent out like 6,000 or 7,000 SMSs.
Still seems high.
That's
Huh.
how much our SMS blast cost. It was a very big one we did.
Okay.
And yeah, and Ari and I worked to filter it. We filtered it to like, high quality customers. So, they have to be explicitly opted in.
Yeah, he told me about
I
that.
thought it was a tenth. Sorry, I thought it was like 8/100ths of a penny.
Eight tenths of a penny.
8/10ths of a penny. Yeah.
Um,
It's
So
still
a 0.008 times 7,000 is 56.
so I can see in Twilio dashboard. You can see right here for Thursday, our spend was 91. Actually, that was just our SMS spend. This is our total spend was 91 here and 151 here on Friday. So that totals to like 240, but then we also get carrier fees that get tagged as well.
No, we're counting like we had a bunch of downloads too, so we're counting those as well.
Yeah,
Is
this is everything. This is like everything, but just so you know, John, your verification code is not part of this. That's Firebase.
Oh, that text doesn't count.
That text does not count.
Interesting.
This
So
is good.
465. That does make sense with 56,000 SMS transactions.
So let's go to this. So can I like custom it? No. Yeah, so it said 32,500 SMS transactions
In one day? Oh, 7 days.
in our 7 days.
32,000.
Mm-hmm.
If we sent 7,000 out, where are the rest coming from?
Those would be when users sign into the app. When users sign in and they've been like inactive for a while, or like they have a contact who comes back in and we try to like revive them.
Got it.
There's some of that spend.
That is not going to be that many thousands.
Yeah, no, a lot of it, you can definitely see that like our daily spend was like in the single digits of dollars. But Thursday and Friday was the most of our things, and that was all like SMS carrier fees.
Carrier fee.
Yeah.
How much are the carrier fees?
That's what I'm trying to find.
So the 0.08 is not 0.08. Hey, look, I see a 0.008 right there.
Yeah, so outbound SMS, AT&T. So 3 was 2.5 cents.
Yeah.
And
I can see an individual one at the very top at 0.008. The very, very top.
that's a lookup.
And there's also one there where your cursor is.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to carrier. Let's do carrier fees here.
What's a lookup?
A lookup, that's whenever you type in your phone number on onboarding. That's when you actually, when you type in your number during onboarding, we do a Twilio lookup. We don't send a message through Twilio, but
So
we
we're
use
verifying it's got a carrier and it's a valid
carrier. Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, so that's the 0.008. What happens if we just send an SMS to a user?
Like I said, it should be 0.008, which outbound SMS, that's about right here.
Because that's 3.
That would be 3.
Yeah, okay.
And then it would be, it looks like a third of a cent for carrier fee. So yeah,
For the same 3.
a third of a cent each. So 9/10 of a cent here.
We're still in the pennies range.
Right, we'd be like 1 cent each.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually see like just on lookups. Yeah, we only had like 50 cents worth of lookups, 60 cents, 65 cents worth of lookups. But SMSs still, did a lot of it, and yeah, they, of course, all this is just like extremely granular and not grouped.
Still seems high.
A lot of it is just outbound carrier fees. But
Danny,
we,
I thought we had like some kind of unlimited SMSing.
well, we do as long as our account's topped up.
Well, that's not unlimited. No, I meant like there was a certain amount we got that we didn't have to pay for.
I'm not aware of that.
Maybe not.
Maybe through One Signal they offer some SMS stuff, but it's like a whole other emotion.
It was one signal. But how would that work?
Oh,
I'm not sure, Gary. Have we looked into One Signal's SMS?
no.
We've never used it.
I'm going to
Twilio,
assume
any
that
service.
they're like, I'm gonna assume they're more expensive than Twilio. We can do like One Signal. Something tells me their SMS pricing might be more. It's all custom. Talk to sales. So I couldn't tell you a number.
I don't think we get unlimited SMS, Sean. I think we get unlimited push.
That sounds right.
Okay. Well, still not sure how it added up to so high here when we're talking pennies.
Yeah, you can
And
see.
then SMS, Twilio powers One Signal SMS.
Right. But
Yes.
maybe they have more better bulk pricing or something that they could pass on. I don't know. Still want to know why it costs that much when we're talking still what? About a penny per text?
Looking here, yeah, I can see. So we sent 3,000 on Friday and 2,000 on Thursday. Can I set the date? Yeah, you can see where I sent where this happened, but it doesn't say anything about our spend here. Let's see.
If it's a penny, is a hundred's a dollar, right? And then 1,000 would be $10. Is that right? So then 3,000 would be $30.
Yeah, but it sounds like there's another. Oh, I see. I see what it's doing now. It's charging. So it's charging in some cases 2 or 3 because of the length of the message. It was charging 2 or 3 messages. So SMSs are blocked in 140 characters. So if we send 3,000 SMSs that are like 289 characters, that would be 3 messages worth.
I see.
So that's why it is much higher, because we had a long message.
So it gets to what, 3 cents? Or like what would be the total cost?
Yeah, I'm saying a lot of spending here in the threes, 2s and 3s.
Okay.
So each of them would have been carrier fees combined. It would have been about maybe 3 and it would be about 3.5 cents.
Even at 4 cents. Now we're looking at
So 0.04 times
maybe $120 for 3,000.
how much did we send? We sent how many messages?
6,000.
Okay, 0.04 times 6,000.
240.
240. So that's getting close.
Yeah, it's closer.
Um,
Does it also count as an extra one with a link in it? Is that part of it?
it depends on the length of the message, including the link.
Including the link.
Mm-hmm.
So we went over 140 characters, tripled that basically.
Yeah. So in other words, for like the first 140 is 1, 141 to 280 is 2, 281 to 420.
Past 280.
Right.
Okay.
And you can see here, so we had a 91 spend. So 91, and we spent how many? Does it give me a value? Nope. But this is starting to make more sense as to why it was so high. Is because it was a long message. I mean, it was a.
Okay, I see. Well, that's good to know.
Mhm.
All right. Well, what else we have here?
I think we figured that out. Let me do a quick character count using the message. Yep, 372 characters. So that would have used 3 blocks.
Huh. All right. Well, it was very effective. Maybe we should get the customer to pay for it next time.
Yeah, like those ones that we were that that's it's kind of why I kind of hold my breath every time you get a request to send out an SMS. I'm like, okay, you
Well, it can be significantly cheaper if it's a shorter message too.
yes.
Sounds like crazy that they charge per 140 characters. What difference does that make?
I mean, that's just how old legacy SMS used to be.
Right, but like we don't live in that era anymore.
I'm pretty sure the back end is still like that.
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't cost them more.
I'm not a mobile phone carrier, but
I highly doubt like their electricity bills goes up because they add more characters.
I don't think it's the electricity bill.
I know, but what would it even be? Like the data transfer?
It'd be data transfer. Everything's
talking-
like in a packet.
Text. It's
Oh yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. You're like, how much does 140 characters? It's 140 bytes of data.
yeah, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh.
Anyway, all right. Well, what else do you have to report?
I think that's about it on my end.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's see. Amine is picking up family at the airport, so he's gonna be late.
I had one more thing to add, not immediate, but
Mhm.
this Thursday, Friday, I'm going to be kind of in and out a lot because that's when my floors are getting redone. So like getting everything out of my house, my desk is going to be in the garage, so
Okay.
I'll just be all over the place. But I'll be here.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Let's move on. Ismail, can we get your update, please?
Yeah. So Friday, I fully finished the photo gallery for chat. So now it's complete. It's merged in. And I didn't create a build just yet because there was a few other pending PRs that have not got merged in yet. So I held off on creating a build on Friday. I think most of them got merged in today, so I could probably do that this morning.
Awesome.
But yeah, other than that, I went back to our Slack. I addressed all the concerns you had. You sent me kind of screenshots and messages. So I kind of replied to each one in a separate thread so we can keep track of what I did. First one was the reply, or when you hit going and not going and maybe on the event card, there was a bug there indeed. It only affects if there's like 2 people.
Oh, good.
There's more than that, it won't. But anyways, I refactored
Wait,
in a
are you
bit of what
saying
works.
it only affected 2 specific people, or if there was more than 2 people in the chat? Or
If there was 2 people that had replied, I think it's in that. I think, but anyways, I honestly took a different approach to the whole thing, a more robust one where it's a lot more stable, and I've tested it very, very well.
Okay.
So you shouldn't be seeing that bug where if you have maybe then you click going, the numbers were off.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was a cache update problem basically because we were doing math on the front end, which was incorrect for certain scenarios.
Okay.
Uh,
So that's addressed.
yes.
Okay.
And then the other one was the new avatar. Obviously, we addressed all of that. Where now they have the smiley face. You should see it all over the app. And another one was the badges, which I reverted it back to the way it was. So that should be back to the way it was. And it's merged in. Another one was, let me see here, for for the lobby, you said you see sometimes duplicates, so I added logic there to check for that, and if there is, to not add it. So hopefully you shouldn't see duplicates anymore.
Okay.
And one more thing we talked about, but I kind of slightly I don't know if you saw my messages about when you said there was a scenario where you clicked on a topic and it froze. And the topic I can see was loaded. You clicked on topic preview to be more specific, and you said the screen froze.
Yeah.
So I just needed more information there, if you can provide me.
It's one of those very intermittent, very, very intermittent things.
Mm.
I had another really weird one today where if I backgrounded the app, or even just, how you can like partially background where like you swipe up to the right on an app and
Mm.
it creates like all the fanned out apps, like,
Correct.
yeah. And then even just going back to Circles was navigating me to the topic. Like I would be in the main chat and I would do that. Or if I pulled down the shade and put the shade back up and then scrolled a tiny bit, it would slide me over to a topic right next to me. And I've never seen that before. I
No.
force closed the app and it stopped doing it. So I don't know what triggered it. Can you think of anything that could cause that?
Mm. Not sure, to be honest. It looks like it's connected to the listener effects we have.
Have we made any
And,
changes to it? Is this something, could be a new bug? 'Cause I haven't noticed.
and you were inside chat when this happened?
Yeah. A very, very active chat, which also I think could have something to do with it.
And when it stopped happening, was it still active, or did it?
It stopped happening when I force closed it and reopened it. But no, it was doing it for quite a while. I could trigger it just by pulling down the shade or by background in the app.
Yeah, it looks like it's triggering the listener event when the app goes from the app goes in the background and back. Let's see here. Be the app state hook. Let me see if I have any navigation logic there. So navigation. So one is marked as red, which is 5. Now it shouldn't have any effect. Let's look inside the inject app nav, which we have it again. So this one, this listener refreshes the topic group, so this should not have anything to do with navigating. Let's keep going.
Are you sure that refreshing the topic is
Yeah, I'm looking at the code. Now let's see. Now I just 2 places. Now there's one more place I need to check. There's a chat message list component, which also has that some logic in there. This one, what it does is get all message, refresh or refreshes it. Okay. So nothing in there directly, but now it can have a chain of kind of, okay, so for example, once we call get all messages, this could potentially have, when it refetches it, there's an complete that runs. So maybe it's that. Let's see if it's possible. Have state. Yeah, okay, so this one it refetches group topics. Okay. So when we fetch group topics, we have an incomplete that triggers, and in the incomplete, I see a query update, and Oh, so we can theoretically. I see. We can theoretically try this for me. Mm, or can someone? Let me see. What build am I on? Build was 58 was production, or no? I think that was. Let me see.
58.2 is QA. It's with the new architecture.
I mean, okay. The one I have 57, so it should be production. And I can see that indeed it is production. Now I need somebody to send me a message
Okay. One second.
to Israel.
Do I have to be in 57 or I think
You
I
just
am.
have to be in production. Doesn't matter.
Okay, I am. And I am in 57 too. So okay, so send you a message at which one? Ismail test with the cat.
You.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Message sent.
Didn't get a message. This is not you. Yes, it is. Oh yeah, I got it right now. Uh, I did not get any notification.
Hmm.
Interesting. Maybe because I keep. Okay, let me send you a message.
Okay.
I think it's because I keep switching between prod and QA, and I don't uninstall the app in between.
That'll do some weird thing.
Why is it that my keyboard is acting weird? Is it because I'm on iOS 18?
I got the notification.
Okay, can you click on it?
Yep. Navigated me, no problem. Everything's good there.
Okay, and now, oh wait, okay, so go to a top, or actually, let me see the other one. I think it has to be inside a a topic.
Okay. Does it have to be a custom topic? Does it matter?
No, it just has to be a topic. So you should get another one.
Yeah, you want me to tap the notification?
Yeah, tap on the other notification. It should navigate you.
Yeah, put me in topic.
Okay, now go home or to the main chat.
Main chat. Okay.
Now put the app in the background like you did. See if
Okay.
it happens.
You gonna send another one or just come back in?
No. Just see if that bug is there where
It
if you
is there.
background the
Yeah.
app, if it navigates you.
Just navigated me.
Yeah.
Is this new to 57 or I feel like I would have noticed that before.
Did it do it again?
It did it just now, like the first time. I could try it again. But I thank you. Yeah, it's doing it automatically if I attempt to background the app.
And it takes you to the just friends, right?
That's right.
Every time.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I know what the bug is.
Okay. So, but is that isolated build 57 or is that in production?
No, looks like it's been there.
Shit. Okay. Well,
For let me see here.
by the way, I don't know how you did that investigation, but well done to figure that out.
Oh yeah, thanks. It's basically I was the topic key that forces the topic key that takes you to that topic. We need to clear it after the user
Mm,
actually navigates there, because now that it's stored, every time we refetch. Oh, I know when it got introduced. It got introduced when we started refetching the topics.
mm,
It started happening when we started refetching the topics, so that when you get a notification, where if you're in the background
mhm.
and you're not subscribed, you know how we refetch.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So that introduced it.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
It's been a little while.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, good catch. Is it an easy fix?
Um, it shouldn't be too hard.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't cause some other unintended consequence.
I don't think so because this in the past used to only run once. Now it's run multiple times. I just need to make sure I clear all states that can cause navigation after the user triggers it once. So
Okay.
yeah, I think we should be good. But yeah, that being said, I'm ready to move on to chat replies now. I think everything else is completed. Well, obviously it's testing, so if there's anything that needs any bugs that pop up, those needs to be addressed. But other than that, I'm ready to move on to chat replies.
Okay. And you're saying what needs to be tested? What, like photo gallery or?
The photo gallery and the alerts,
Oh,
and well, there's a bunch of smaller bugs that were reported, but those are the two main new ones.
okay. Do you want to fix this last one we just discussed and then do a build?
Yeah, I can have a build after I fix this.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Anything else? Any questions? Anything else?
No, I guess just I will need a Figma design, and I don't know where the backend is with chat replies. So um, I don't know if we kind of have anything ready
I'm
that we want to start building off of, or is it still kind of under?
pretty sure the backend's ready for it. That we have like a parent message key that you can pass. Now, I would like to look over the mockups when they're ready to see if that would interfere with anything that I already made.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I guess the backend would like no matter what how we decide to display it, the backend would always kind of look the same in terms of how it's going to store the data. As long as, yeah, like you said, if you can share it with me and can go over it and confirm that, yeah, this is good to go. But then, yeah, I guess we will be left off how we want to. Well, we need to decide if we want replies to replies or just one reply per message initially, and then we add that as we go, like a reply to a reply.
That's a good question right there. Obviously, I guess the easier way is no replies to replies at the stage first phase. Right?
Initially, that would definitely be easier. Now, unless, well, I guess backend is one would kind of have to also adapt to this. So, Jerry, hmm, um, well, I guess also it depends on how we're gonna display this to the user.
That's the big thing is
Well,
how
like,
is it get displayed?
yeah, like show me the mockup and then
Yeah.
yeah, figure it out.
Yeah, I think we need to have the Figma design for backend
Let me
product
do
to
this.
start off honestly.
Ian just joined and he's pretty smart and he's probably got some good input. I think we should spend a few hours with the team, me, you, Chantel, Danny, Todd, whoever else, whiteboarding out the replies and replies to replies because like iMessage gets messy in big groups. You don't really have big group chats in iMessage typically, so I don't think they really thought about it that way. You know, if it's just a small group chat, their replies are pretty straightforward. But when you start replying to replies, even iMessage is confusing. I can't tell who's replying to who and what. And then even WhatsApp wasn't that clear. I want to design it for our circles since we have such a unique community chat situation here. Um, I feel like it needs a little bit of a reinvention before before they start coding anything. We need to really break it apart and sample out all kinds of different scenarios that could happen because they will happen, and make sure it's all pretty straightforward for the average user. It's no easy task, so I think we need to spend some time on it.
Last time that we had gone over it, we had looked at responses to responses. And what we ended up deciding is that it would just show the last message that you're responding to.
And did it make sense visually that way?
It seemed like it did because it shows what you're responding to and who you're responding to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if theirs is a reply like I agree,
I, and I thought we discussed that. I thought whatever the last, whatever you're responding to, that's the message that gets
yeah.
to
So
your
just
response.
think about it. Just we don't spend a
Yeah,
whole lot of time, but think so. Someone has said something long message, and then someone else
yeah,
says I agree.
right.
Um, you would see those two, but then like a bunch of more conversation, and then you reply to the I agree, and you're
Mm-hmm,
like, yeah, I agree, and here's why.
mm-hmm.
They don't know. There's no context of the what did that person agree to? Like, what is it even responding to at
Well,
that?
right. My thought is they replied to the wrong. They should have replied to the first one, not the response. I agree.
Well, what if it's I agree because ABC, and you're like I
Okay.
agree because XYZ? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it,
Yeah, yeah, I get it. You're right. It needs some
or
thought.
or we show the original, like, and not the reply to the reply, but even though it's a reply to a reply, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It needs some better
Yeah, there's you see what I
thought.
mean. You can
Yeah,
definitely mess it like not that's not the right word, muddy it. Like it can get muddy
sure,
if we're not careful.
sure.
Um, well, that'll be fun. Like we're definitely gonna get into some weeds on it, I'm sure. So anyway, um, let's do that soon. I know
Cool.
there's a lot of other stuff going on. Let me get the rest of our updates here. So, and Ismail also, I'll wait for Amin, but um, briefly, the build he did Friday, it's the new React Native architecture. It's got the new Flash list, and there's still some problems with our scroll views that are making me think we have re-render issues or something. It's definitely better, but there's something still lingering. So I think we'll,
I haven't honestly touched the like so the new code with the Flash list version 2. I haven't honestly touched it yet or honestly like played with it because it's me and I mean still not done with it, so I can't. I need him to finish everything, push it, and then after it's stable, I can
yeah,
start kind of adding to it. But uh, also you have to keep in mind the changes that I've made to version 1, which I don't know if I don't think we have a build for it yet, maybe, which helps with that uh, estimate size.
oh yeah.
I don't think that made it in yet. And if even if it made it in version 1, it's not going to be in version 2 because they haven't been merged in together yet.
Well, but version two, if I recall, they don't go off of that. You don't have to put in an estimated size anymore, right? Didn't they get rid of that?
I honestly didn't read a lot about it, so I
Okay, I'll ask them. I'm pretty sure that was part of it. Is like they went with a whole new approach that didn't have to rely on that anymore because that was becoming overly complicated and
that would be great, honestly.
right, right. Which means there's some other issue still because if
Correct.
that's taken out of the equation, why are we still getting a stutter in the feeds? And
When you say a stutter, you mean like it's not smooth,
right,
but there's no jumping,
slight jumping.
slight jumping.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where. Like if um, I could also I'll wait for Amin because this will. I don't want to have to go through it twice, but
Yeah,
you'll
yeah,
see. Like there, it depends on where you are, and
yeah. But you have to also keep in mind that you're still in iOS 17, um, or 18, was it?
I'm on 17 on my test phone, which
Yeah, so you're on. Is that
which
the stable one or is that the
I
crazy
thought
iOS
17 was more stable. Like 18 was when it started getting more choppy.
18? Okay, okay. So you're seeing choppiness on 17.
Right.
I see.
Yeah. Right. So it makes me think there's something somewhere. I don't know. We'll dig into it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's getting better. I mean, it's the main thing too, which I haven't tested, is I want to know if we can create that stability in the chat. Like if I'm scrolled up somewhere and then a new message comes in, because that was we didn't have control over that jumping the chat if a new message came in, but
Correct.
this should be able to
It
prevent that.
should give us the tools necessary to
Yeah. Okay,
deal with it.
that'll
Yes.
be a good test right there. So
Well, he has to also add that change. Like it won't come working out of the box. You have to still configure it to do that. So I don't know if he did that or not.
right, I'm wondering that too. So we'll see. We'll get into it soon. All right, we'll leave that on hold for now. But in the meantime, let's finish up with Wells. Can I get your update, please?
Yes, sir.
Great.
So on Friday, I finished working on the token refresh strategy, and I opened a PR and sent it to Amine and Ismail. And since this is a really important matter that basically deals with the base authentication of the app, we are going to be generating a build off of that branch just to make sure that everything is all right, because this is really critical stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So after we have tested that out and we made sure that everything is working, that will be merged along with the other PR and everything that's happening on the app. And
Has it
side,
been? Is there a branch ready for a build? Is it PR reviewed and
yes, sir. There is a bench ready for a build on that.
okay?
Yeah, on the token refresh.
Okay. So if you need us to test it, just let us know.
Yes, sir. I believe Ismail is going to be handling the build, right, Ismail?
He was going to do a build, more of a production build, but you're talking about just a separate one, isolated, just the token refresh. Wells.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we wanted to do that for making sure that everything is all right in there, because we are dealing with authentication, right? So even though it is working offline in the simulator, it is good to be testing and be having a real build for that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'll talk to Ismail about that one too, because we're going to get something, a couple builds potentially here today.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Okay.
And right now I am implementing the cares on the levels navigation, and I believe that's gonna be the last touch on that screen. So all the useful stuff will be navigable in there. So that's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. And I believe those are my updates.
Okay. So you need some new direction.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Let me see what we got. Always lots of little things needing addressing. So I will keep you posted on that.
Sounds good.
Okay. Chantel, do you have anything you want to add or any questions for anyone?
Did you want to go over those designs right now, like after stand up?
I was thinking about that. I have so much going on today. Um, I know that when I start, it's gonna probably take me all day.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of have to stick with it. Otherwise, because there's a lot you keep, in your brain. It's like, well, what about this? That could affect this. What about
Yeah.
this affecting that? So let me check in with Todd and Danny
Okay.
in here. But yeah, if you want to take another look at some of the edge cases of it, of like, what if it's a reply to a short reply? Maybe something will click of like an easy way. Um, but also, I want to work on some additional things. We've got a couple weeks left in the campaign. I want to
Mhm.
work on some emails and
Yeah, I've been personally calling some of our investors and talking to them,
okay,
seeing
getting
if
feedback.
they want to re-up on their investment, and seeing, what have they been thinking about our campaign, encouraging them to tell all their friends and family and everyone they know about the We Funder campaign, and making sure they have the link to it.
Okay, great. How's the feedback been?
The feedback's been great. I um, started going down the list of our top investors outside of like Jordan. And then I started going through people who are really active in the chat.
Okay.
And so I got things like I plan on investing kind of like at the last minute.
Yeah, people do
Um,
that.
yeah, because it was like, oh, I'm waiting for some invoices to come through.
Mhm.
And then when that happens, I'm going to do an investment. And then others have been like, yeah, I'm kind of tapped out, you know. Um, like one guy is like, did you see how much I've invested? And I was like, yeah, 60,000.
Right.
He's like, I'm good right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good feedback. So it sounds like everyone's aware for the most part of people
Yeah.
you're talking to. Okay, good.
Yeah, everyone's aware of the campaign. You know, there's a couple people I was talking to who said that they've already been talking to their friends and family, and one of them had said that she thinks that her sister may have invested, but she's not 100% sure. But she's been trying to get like her family and stuff like that to invest.
Cool, cool. Okay. WeFinder was supposed to send an email today, this morning, and they didn't. I'll have to check with them why that didn't happen, but that always sparks a lot. But I'm glad to hear that people are watching and aware of it. So
Mhm.
it always ends up being a flurry at the end. So that's always good.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. All right. Well, let's leave it there, and I'll get back in touch with anybody. If anyone needs me, just reach out. We'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Yep. Thank you. Talk to you guys later.